Currently, we're creating platforms for adoption of legal frameworks in key sectors to drive diaspora engagements. This is culminated in the Homeland Return Bill, on which we're currently working.
Welcome back to the channel. King Anan over here. So I recently came across some very, very exciting news that I know you definitely want to hear about. So this news is for all my brothers and sisters out here in the diaspora. Ghana's President Nana Akufo Addo just revealed a pathway for the diaspora to invest, collaborate, and what I'm thinking is an eventual path to citizenship in Ghana. So this is some information that you definitely want to hear about. You definitely want to check out. So make sure you watch the video all the way through. And oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know how we do it.
We have identified the relevant sectors of the economy requiring the needed investment that will help accelerate the rebound and growth of the Ghanaian economy. As was witnessed in the immediate years before the pandemic struck, which saw between 2017 and 2020, our average annual GDP growth rate of 7% is one of the fastest in the world. We call the Ghana Recovery Package the Ghana Cares or Bantampa program. The 100 billion CD program aimed at stabilizing and revitalizing the Ghanaian economy has two phases. The stabilization phase, which was implemented between July to December 2020, and the revitalization and transformation stage, which is currently under implementation and will end in 2023. We're focusing our energies on supporting commercial farming and attracting educated youth into agriculture, building Ghana's light manufacturing sector, fast-tracking efforts at digitization, developing Ghana's housing and construction industry, establishing Ghana as a regional hub, and strengthening the enablers of growth of our economy. Investors are optimistic about the Ghanaian economy. We've done the heavy lifting required to transition our economy into a growth economy and are establishing sustainability and irreversibility. We're spearheading regional integration and cooperation in industrializing in Africa, and currently hosting the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, which comprises 54 states with a combined GDP of some 3 trillion United States dollars. It does look like, despite the very real difficulties posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, we in Ghana are doing some things right and sending out the right signals. Last year, 2020, Ghana recorded foreign direct investment of some 2.65 billion United States dollars from 279 projects. For 2021 alone, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center recorded foreign direct investment of 973 million United States dollars from 173 projects for the first 3 quarters of the year, with large ticket projects in the pipeline to boost FDI flows by the end of the year. The construction of a data center in Accra, the Accra Marine Drive investment, the Trade Fair redevelopment project, and construction of an e-commerce park to service trade and logistics companies. Ladies and gentlemen, easily the most ambitious program we in Ghana have mounted in our dealings with the African diaspora was the organization of the Year of Return in 2019, which was a major landmark spiritual and birthright journey, inviting the global African family, home and abroad, to celebrate the cumulative resilience of all victims of the transatlantic slave trade who were scattered and displaced throughout the world in North America, South America, the Caribbean, Europe, and Asia. It brought some 750,000 members of the global family to Ghana in that year. Ghana's connection with the African diaspora predates our independence. During our struggle for independence, our leaders reached out to the African diaspora Notable amongst them was Kwame Nkrumah, educated in the 1930s at the famous black university, Lincoln University in Philadelphia, who was to become the first president of the free nation. Some very well-known diasporan Africans came to live in the newly independent Ghana. George Padmore, W.E.B. Du Bois, Maya Angelou, Bill Sutherland, to name but a few. In 1992, Ghana adopted the Pan-African Historical Theatre Festival, PANAFEST, as a cultural vehicle for bringing Africans on the continent in the diaspora together around issues of the arts and culture. To coincide with the 50th anniversary of the country's independence in 2007, and in commemoration of the 200th anniversary of the abolition of the North Atlantic slave trade, the Joseph Project was launched to provide an avenue for healing and cultural exchanges between Ghanaians and the African American community. The Year of Return, held in 2019, has become the pivot around which engagements with the diasporan African family and Ghana revolves. The Follow-Up Project, Beyond the Return, seeks now to create opportunities across several sectors of the economy and provide a platform for sustained dialogue amongst people of African descent. Currently, we're creating platforms for adoption of legal frameworks in key sectors to drive diaspora engagements. This is culminated in the Homeland Return Bill, on which we're currently working. The Homeland Return Bill recognizes Ghana's moral and spiritual obligation as an African nation to facilitate the return of diaspora Africans to Ghana and the motherland, and to initiate the legal and regulatory processes for integrating them into Ghanaian society. When enacted, the law will provide the much-needed regulatory and practical changes to improve the requirements for the acquisition of Ghanaian citizenship and permanent residence by diasporan Africans. Indeed, in the Year of Return, I granted citizenship to 126 members of the diasporan community in Ghana of African Americans and Caribbeans. All of us gathered here should never forget the famous admonition of the iconic Jamaican reggae star Peter Tosh, when he said, and I quote, "Don't care where you come from. As long as you're a black man, you're an African." Unquote. We must work together to change the African narrative, what has been characterized too often by a concentration on disease, hunger, poverty, and illegal mass migration. Let us all remember that the destiny of all black people, no matter where they are in the world, is bound up with Africa. I'm an incurable optimist and believe in our capacity to reach these goals. And in doing so, I'm comforted by the words of the great Marcus Garvey when he said, and I quote, "The black skin is not a badge of shame, but rather a glorious symbol of national greatness," unquote. My delegation and I are grateful for the warm reception we have received here in Atlanta. Now is the time to engage each other positively and imbibe in ourselves a deep consciousness and understanding of the goals and history of the African peoples. Together, we can make Africa a place to be proud of, for we must all be aware by now that ultimately all black people everywhere are judged by the success of Africa. May God bless the National Black Caucus of state legislatures, black people everywhere, and us all. And may God bless Mother Africa and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.